Good morning. It's Krista from Happily Human. Happy Thursday. If you are watching now, well, I see no one's on here yet, but for those of you who are watching in the future, I hope you're having an amazing day. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about never giving up and never giving in because I have had a whole world of change going on in my life lately, and I'm doing things that I've never done before. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and where I've really found myself is a dog chasing its tail in circles because I'm trying to get it right. So, do you find yourself a perfectionist? Are you always trying to get it right and you're making your choices based on all the things that run in your head about, I'm going to do this and it's going to look like this, and this, and I got to do this step and this step and this step to get it right, and then I'm good. So when you're doing something that you've never done before, you don't know what that's going to look like. So you have to get out of your damn head. And it's really hard to do because we have been taught this from birth, is that our brain is our most important thing. And sure, it has a very good function. But when it comes to just choosing and being, our brain just does what it already has seen and where it's already been and what it's already done before. And therefore, if we're doing something new, it's really not doing us a whole lot of good. So shut up, brain, get out of the way. And now let's just focus on the bigger picture. Focus on what you want out of life. You're doing something new. So Karen and I are creating a online course called the Perfectly Imperfect Project, which is so hilarious because I'm trying to get it right and I'm trying to get it perfect, and I'm being a perfectionist about it, and that has not really been working out so well because I'm trying to figure it out and I'm trying to make all the right choices instead of just going with it, trusting the process, looking at the bigger picture, feeling the energy of what I wanted, and then allowing the universe to show me the steps I need to take to get there. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And I have been saying that 10 times every morning and 10 times every night, and I believe it and I feel it and I trust it. And then I walk out of the room and I carry on with my day, and then I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this and I gotta do this and I gotta do this, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what the next step is. What the hell am I doing? And then the day carries on like that. And then nothing gets done. So just like pump the brakes. If you find yourself in the same sort of situation, pump the brakes. Shut up, brain, get out of your head, and then just look for what is the next easiest step that you need to take. So I was in this Relentless Profit group that I'm in. I was in this call yesterday, and I basically said the same thing. Like, I'm like not getting anything done. And Crystal, who put this Relentless Profit program on, she said, well, I never make a decision based on the right choice. I just make my choices based on the most ease. Like, what is it that I can do that will bring me the most ease and joy and glory? And so it is like looking for that low-hanging fruit. Like, what is the next thing I can do that will be just easy for me to do? And if you have your walls up because you're trying to get everything right, you're not going to be able to see that. So when you're in that moment, just slam those barriers down so they're all our points of views, all our beliefs, and it's all the stuff that we've already seen before. So slam those barriers down and expand yourself to the infinite being you truly be. Good morning, Andre. I'm just talking about never giving up and never giving in. And if you have some new thing on the go, just to get out of your head and get in that sense of that energy that you want from this new thing. Get the sense of the energy of it, and then follow that magical energy trail to that, instead of going in your head and trying to figure out how to get there in a logical way, in a perfect way, step by step. It's like you don't know because you've never done this before. So just trust the universe. Ask and you shall receive. Then get the hell out of your way and just follow that magical energy trail. And it's just like asking the universe something, and then allowing the universe to show you. And when it seems to get too hard, what we often do is we give up. And right in that moment that we give up is usually right before something great is about to happen. What we've been asking for, what we've been looking for, searching for, seeking, is right around the corner, and we stomp all over it because it seems too hard and I can't find the right way to do it, so I'm not going to do it at all. So it's all about taking this imperfectly perfect action. It's like you can't get it right and you can't get it wrong. Just make a choice. It's better than making a choice that you fail miserably at and then learning from it. It's better to do that than to not make a choice at all and just give up. Good morning. Leave the BS and other opinions behind. That is so huge too, because like I'm doing this, I'm in this course creation project, and it's something that's new to me, and, people aren't always going to be supportive of you, and they're going to, they can make you feel like you're doing a bad thing, or you're doing something so crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you spend all this money on something? You have no idea what you're doing. Why aren't you just doing what you're already doing because it's working? Like, why do you need to go and do something else? And that can really start to affect you and eat at you, and make you question yourself. Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, yeah, I have a good job, and yeah, I work full time and all of this, but I want more than that. And so no matter what anyone says, just keep going. Never give up, never give in, and just keep going forward. Keep making any action, whatever it may be, however big or small, just do something. And if you find yourself where you're really, really stuck in your head and you can't seem to get out, maybe you just need a little time out. Maybe you just need to take 10 minutes to yourself, half an hour, or even a whole day, which is what I did yesterday. Yesterday, Karen and I had our work day where we were going to get together and work on this course creation together. And we were trying to force ourselves to do it, and it wasn't feeling light. It was feeling pretty icky. And she finally said to me, she's like, do you want to just do energy sessions on each other? I'm like, yeah, that feels way lighter. That seems so much lighter than trying to do something that you're trying to get right. And had we done that and just been working on it and trying to get it right, well, none of it probably would have turned out how we wanted, which I guess what I'm saying wouldn't have been a bad thing either. But sometimes in order to get your head in a good place and to just release all this stuff that's holding you stuck and chasing your tail, take a little time for yourself. So I did Reiki on Kara in the morning, and she ran my bars in the afternoon, and oh my God, it couldn't have been more perfect. It allowed me to just get out of my head and get rid of all the stuff that's been sticking me and everywhere that I've been trying to get it right, and just trusting the whole process of it. Good morning, Pat, and good morning, Laverne. I'm just basically talking today about never giving up and never giving in. So if you are starting a new project, or you're doing something you've never done before and you find yourself spinning in circles, just keep going. And if you need to take some time for yourself, I've been journaling a lot this week, and it's just getting stuff down on paper, all the stuff I've been worrying about everywhere. I'm like, I can't figure out what the next step to to do and the right thing to do. Like I'm trying to pick platforms and I'm all this tech stuff, which like has not been something that I've ever done before. And you know, you go on the internet and there's a million opinions about what the best one is and the right one is. And so it's like, okay, just choose one. That's all you can do, is just choose one. Keep it simple. If you down the road, you're like, well, that wasn't the best choice. Oh, well, now what will I choose? And I'm telling you, like, just taking action, imperfect action, just moving forward is so much better than doing nothing. So what can you do today for yourself that will allow you to keep going? And, you know, like trusting the whole process of it, because we stop ourselves. We kill our futures all the time. Like we have these ideas and we're so excited about it. We're feeling enthusiastic. And then all of a sudden we're like, nope, too hard. I can't do this. Well, the universe says, all right, I guess you can't. And then all your walls go up. You're blind. You don't know where you are or who you are or what you got to do next, and you get nothing done. So what sounds lighter? Doing something that seems scary and just going for it, and then learning a whole bunch of things, and you know, maybe finding out that that wasn't the thing that was the best idea, and then being like, okay, but I learned this about that, so now I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to go this way, and then you just keep going through all these doors and learning new things. Or the other option, which is like, this is too hard, and that's it. And all the walls go up, and you can't see anything. And then all you are is stuck in your head of, what can I do next? What is the way I can do this the right way and not get it wrong? You're stuck. You're stuck. It's like you got your feet stuck in this pile of poop, and you're stuck. And all you have to do to get out of it is pick up your feet and keep walking. And yes, it can feel scary. And yes, it feels unknown, because it is unknown. But if you work with the energy of what is all around you, and you trust and you ask for your people to come and be with you, slam down your berries, expand yourself beyond the universe in every direction. Ask for your spirit team. Ask for your guardian angels. Ask who or what can contribute to me to make my life easier today. Ask questions. Instead of coming to conclusions, this is too hard, I can't do this, ask questions. Be the question. You can't get it right and you can't get it wrong. If you need to say this over and over again until you laugh at yourself, do it. I can't get it right and I can't get it wrong. I can't get it right and I can't get it wrong. I can't get it right and I can't get it wrong. I can't get it right and I can't get it wrong. I can't get it right and I can't get it wrong. And just keep saying it over and over and over. I've been doing this so much. Perfect timing, Laverne, right? Like I have been so stuck in my head. I've had my head so far up my ass lately. And yesterday was such a reset. Like, Kara and I doing healing sessions on each other was such a reset, because it got us both out of our heads. And we're like, okay, just keep going. And you can't get it right and you can't get it wrong. All you can do is choose. And you know how strong you are by just choosing? Even if you screw it up royally, it's still better than doing nothing. And this is another one of my favorites to say, is everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Because it's like, it just allows you to look at what's going on in front of you, and it just takes you out of concluding what is going on. It's like, just choose. What have you got to lose? You've got everything to lose if you do nothing, and you're stuck, and you're blind, and you're scared, and you're anxious. Those are all distractor implants, and all they're designed to do is to keep you stuck in the current reality that you're in. But if you can just slam down those barriers and push beyond that, make yourself bigger than your fear, make yourself bigger than your anxiety and bigger than worry. They're all lies to keep you from accessing this potency that lies beneath all of this, these layers of shit that we've had surrounding us our whole entire life. And it is a muscle. It does take practice using it, strengthening it. But I'm telling you, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, the easier it feels, the more you start to trust yourself, the more you start to trust that just making a choice is going to bring you more. It's going to open new doors all the time. But by not making a choice because it's too hard, all the doors are slammed. You're in this dark world. You're in this hallway where all the doors are slammed closed. They're all locked. It's dark, it's lonely, it's scary, it's frightening. But we choose that because it's comfortable. But what if you didn't have to choose that? What if you could choose beyond what you've ever known, beyond your wildest dreams? What else is possible that I haven't ever considered? And everything that brings up times a gazillion, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And for any of you who are not familiar with that, that is from Access Consciousness. It's the clearing statement. And you can check it out on theclearingstatement.com. But right now, Karen and I are doing a 30-day challenge where we say 30 times a day for 30 days. What else is possible that I haven't even considered? So again, when you find yourself like trapped and chasing your tail around in circles over and over and over again, trying to get it right, ask, what else is possible that I haven't even considered? And then just open your eyes. Slam down your barriers and open your eyes. What is right in front of you that you have just been refusing because it's not right, or it's unfamiliar, you've never seen it before, you've never done that, then you don't know. So just make a choice. Live is the question. Make choices. See where they take you. What else is possible that you haven't even considered? So if you just start taking some imperfect action, you're going to have all sorts of doors open for you that you never even knew was possible. Taking my own advice here. I get on here and I talk about the things that are going on in my life, and I find as I kind of talk through it, it really helped me out too, because it's so easy to get stuck in our head. It's something that we do. It's something we were born with, and we've never really looked at another way. And Access Consciousness has really, really changed my life in ways I could never explain. It gets you looking at what else is possible. And it gets you to really look at the reality that we're living in and being like, well, why am I doing that? Why have I been making these choices? And usually the answer is, I don't know, because that's just the way it is. That's the way it's always been. That's what I was taught. That's the way my mom did it. That's the way her mom did it. And generation to generation to generation and beyond, that's just the way it's always been done. And no one ever stopped to think and ask, well, if I could choose anything, what would I choose? And the reason people don't is because it feels scary, because it is totally brand new. So take that first step, whatever it may be. If you're working on something new, if you are thinking of doing something you've never done before, but you don't know where to begin, just begin. Just ask, what's the next thing? What's the next thing that would come to me with total ease and joy and glory? What's one little thing I can choose today that will get me one step closer to this thing, to this new way of being, this new way of thinking, this new way of acting around people. Like if you're not making a decision because you're too scared of what someone else is going to think about you, ask, what's more important, the way they think about me or my happiness? We never think about our own happiness. We're so mean to ourselves. And it's so funny. It's like so many of our choices that we make are for other people. Well, what if you could make that choice for you? What if you even had to pretend that you were that other person and look at it from that point of view and just be like, if I was an outsider looking at me, like, why wouldn't you choose that? You know, like, I don't even really know how that other person feels that I'm worried about how they might feel and how they might react. And you won't know unless you just do it. And sure, they might be mad at first. You know, you might be like scared to tell something, I want to do this, and they might react right away. Be prepared for that. If you know that person's going to react a certain way, be prepared for it. And also know that that's going to change in time. Once they start seeing that what you're choosing is bringing so much, they're going to change their mind. And if they don't, then you know what? Maybe they're really not worth being in your life because they can't be happy for you. So choose for you. Never give up. Never give in. What else is possible that I haven't even considered? You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me. Please just get out of your head. If that's the biggest advice, is get out of your head. Start building that muscle of trusting what you put out there. Trusting in the law of attraction. What you put out there, you bring into your life. And if you want something bad enough, anything is possible. You just have to believe in you. And you have to believe in the process of it. All you got to do is choose. Thank you for the pep talk. Definitely letting go of what others think. I'm telling you, that's one of the hardest things. But is it because I'm choosing that it's one of the hardest things? You know what I mean? We put all sorts of things in our head and we have conversations with other people in our heads, and that person probably wasn't even thinking about it half the time. You know, like, you're so worried that someone's going to be mad at you, and you spend hours upon hours worrying about it, having these conversations of what they're going to, how they're going to react, what they're going to think of you, what they're going to say, that they're judging you. Here's a really good exercise before I go that I have been doing. It's like, so say you want to do something and you are like, I couldn't do it because. So write down, I could never do this because. So I could never charge this amount for my services because. And then write down 20 reasons why you could never do it. And the reason for the 20 reasons is because it's a lot, and then it gets like, you get outrageous with your ideas. I could never do this because I'm worried that this person's going to judge me, and nobody would ever pay me for this, or whatever your ideas are. People won't like me if I do that. Write it down every day, 20 times a day for a whole week. And as you start to write these things down, why, the reasons start to sound so ridiculous. And then it brings up a whole bunch of awareness to you, and then you just can get rid of it. And so if you're in the situation where you're like you want to do something, but you can't because, just try this exercise. Write down 20 things a day why you can't do it, and just see where it takes you. So please, never give up, never give in. You're amazing, and nobody can do what you do. Nobody. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.